Today I'm going to show you how my client Carlo went from 55 kilograms on the bench to 72.5 kilograms on the bench in only 2 months. And also this is his physical progression. This is one of my clients that had the most explosive growth in the first few months. So let's dig in. This is his Miro client profile where we discuss everything here from the programming, nutrition, strategy, everything is here. So in the beginning, he sent me his physique photos and we talked about recovery, what we are going to do about recovery from hot baths, sleep, nutrition, mobility, stretch drills, deep relaxation. And I think that this is one of the main reasons his progress was explosive, because he got all of these things dialed in. It's not just his training, but these lifestyle factors that a lot of people miss. After discussing that, we made a training program. What I told him is that how the progress will be is more weight or more reps. If you can do more reps or more weight, this equals to building more muscle. So this is what was in his mind. And this also helped him push more, stay in the game. We tried to gamify the program, the coaching, so we could every week make more progress, do one more rep, do 2 more kilograms. And this helps a lot of people stay in the game and feel this sensation of accomplishment. So here's this program. We did a 3 times a week split and 1 day off mobility routine because he had some issues with mobility. I'm not going to show you the program, the exact program that we did, but we did a high frequency training. So it was doing the same movements multiple times a week. The pull-ups, the bench press, the squats, all of these movements that he wanted to get stronger at and that helped him build his physique. And also what we improved was his sleep. This was the before. And this is after sleep improvement, which was crucial. Here's one of the messages he sent me. His energy was through the roof. And this is why he made a fast progress. Again, the sleep, your nutrition, your lifestyle, all of these things, I'd say is like 30% of your progress. And this is what I try to do in my coaching, because this is what most people lack. Most people don't have a problem with following a program. To be honest, most programs that you follow will do you a result if you go through them properly, if you do the right form, if you have patience. But these other things that are missed in a lot of training programs. So we talked about recovery and testosterone habits. These things would help him a lot with recovering, with sleep, with feeling energetic, because the more energy you have in the gym, the better your execution will be, the more output you'll be, the more force you can produce. And the more force you can produce, the more muscle you'll build, the better the adaptation. And also we talked about diet and supplements, things he should have, do not have. Things are just not worth it, and they are promoted a lot by coaches, internet, and on the internet. We talked about everything here. You can see here is my reward. We did form correction, all of these things to make sure he was doing everything properly, from range of motion, from not having the coordination, from changing the exercises, all of these things to make sure he has the best stimulus, he has the less trouble doing these things. Then we did a quick daily testosterone boosting foods that he should implement on his diet. I'm not going to show you because this is something that it's only available on the coaching. So if you're interested, go the first link in the description for the coaching or do some of my free programs. And when you're ready, you can book a call and we'll do a one-on-one coaching. And yeah, basically we discussed everything here. And now let me show you his program. So here is week 3. We started at 55 kilograms for 8 reps. Week 1 was the intro week, so it was like a RPE 6, just to see how he's doing the movement, to start the week with the new program, so we can adapt to the new program, see if there's things that I need to change. This is something I do with all my clients. The first week is like a trial week to see if the program works for them, if they need to change exercises, if all the machines are available in their gym. So first week was an RPE 6, second week was a RPE 7, and this week we pushed more towards failure, which is what we were looking for here in the bench. So it did 8 reps, 55 on week 3. And on week 9, it did 72 for 8 reps, 72.5 for 8 reps. This is basically 8 weeks. It's not 6 weeks because of course you could do this on week 1. So I consider this a 2-month progress. And by week 30, it was doing 82.5 for 8 reps on the bench press. So in 6 months, he added 30 kilograms basically on his bench, which is a decent progress. So he made a really, really good progress. And I just wanted to show you here what we did. We basically did bench press 3 times a week. Have your day like a recovery session, which is like 20-30% less weight, to practice the movement properly, and another session which is like RPE 7-ish, sometimes 8, and there was times we introduced posit benches, some variations that would help him boost his bench, also working on the shoulders, on the triceps, all of these things that helped him progress this fast. So diet, nutrition, your diet, your lifestyle, having enough sun, sleep, these things are like 30% of your progress, and the rest is like a good programming recovery. This is all you need for a good progress. The more you practice the movement, the better. And if you have your nutrition, your energy output in the gym at the right moment, your recovery, nervous system, all of these things right, your progress will be explosive. And of course, with time, the progress will be slower. You had this boost of progress because he was basically a beginner, let's say. He was working on his own for almost 1 year, but he was not doing things that well. So that's why he had this massive explosive growth on the first 2-3 months, and by month 6 he already had it 5 kilograms to his body weight. He was getting very full, and now he's working on his own and he's doing a great job. He learned a lot. Now he can apply everything on his own. So that was it. Hope this was helpful in any way. Interested in coaching, first link in the description. If you don't have results, all your money back. See y'all in the next video.